Hey friends, Big River here. Today is Wednesday, August 24th, about 4 p.m. Beautiful day. I'm back in Wisconsin, if you can't tell, with all the beautiful trees around me. I'm sitting by the Oconomowoc River, one of my favorite places to hike to. I brought a few of you here when you visited me. So I just got back from a Jeep Jamboree with my son, had a blast, doing all kinds of Jeep things, climbing rocks the size of Volkswagens, and had a great time. Had a great time with my son, did some camping, had a good time. I'm back now. I did get a chance to visit some friends. And everywhere I went, people were asking me, what do you think of this Ascension that's supposed to be happening end of September? And I gave my opinion. And today I was kind of empowered to share that opinion with all of you here who watch this on YouTube. And my message to you is don't be afraid. There's some people saying some scary stuff. I don't want the world to change. I don't want, it almost sounds like a rapture kind of thing they're talking about. I don't see that happening. I really don't. I'll tell you that. I don't see people disappearing to another dimension and stuff. And I'm telling you that from my perspective. And everybody's perspective is kind of changes based on what their job is, right? What are you here to do? Well, so if somebody says something like that, take a look at some of their other stuff, I guess. Kind of get an idea of what their job is in this lifetime. My job is to tell you don't worry about it. Everything happens for a reason. Everything's in balance, right? Balance. Keep that in mind. When I was in Lapland, up in Arctic Circle part of Finland, I saw trees growing out of rocks where there was no dirt. Big trees, no dirt. And you look at that and like, wow, that's a life in balance. It took that struggle and it's thriving. You saw how the water just kind of funneled down that rock into that little crack and gave it enough nutrients, enough moss, and enough leaves that turn into dirt in that crack to give it life. And that's life in balance. It makes you look at it and it's just amazing to look at. Everything that happens here is a balancing act. Okay? So don't worry. Do I think the government's going to try something like another September 11th? Probably. The government runs on fear. I got to have you be afraid of this. Be afraid of your finances. Be afraid of the tax man coming for you. Be afraid of, law enforcement, whatever. That's how this society works, unfortunately. And the government did something horrible on September 11th. You look at those videos, they almost look funny now. Like, because I know something about airplanes. I know something about reinforced concrete too. Those planes, those aluminum planes couldn't slice through reinforced concrete like butter. That can happen. You say, but I saw it. I saw it. I saw it on a video. I was in New York. I saw it. Yeah, I saw that too, and I believed it happened for a while. I don't believe it anymore. My proof is if I took my Jeep Wrangler, which is made out of steel, got it going as fast as it could, which might be 100, 110, 120, and I drove it into one single bolister in front of a building, I'm pretty sure that my Jeep would wrap around it like a pretzel and I would be killed. That's what would happen if a plane. So I don't believe that happened. I believe that was engineered. event that was critical for people to hand over their freedoms. And we did. We handed over our freedoms easily, which created a platform so that we could ascend. Ascend meaning kind of wake up. Okay. I do believe the ascension's already happened. I mean, people are conscious and awake now. If the government tried to pull another September 11th, I think it would backfire, because there's enough conscious and awake people. We would just scream foul. I think that's what this ascension is going to prove. I think the government's going to try something, and yeah, probably people will die. And there's enough enlightened and conscious people that'll cry foul, and it's not gonna, people aren't gonna give up their rights anymore. And that's the kind of ascension that this earth needs. Okay, it's more what this earth needs. Okay, this earth needs more conscious and awake people so that the earth can do what it needs to do. Bottom line. Okay. So do I think like there's going to be like a rapture and people are going to disappear into another dimension? No. I'm here to live this life. You're here to live your life. You're here to enjoy your life. You're here to create whatever kind of life you want. Try things, fall flat on your face. It sucks, I know it. That's why you're here. You know, your soul is an eternal being. It's an eternal being. Something happens here. It really doesn't matter in the big scheme of your soul, does it? So don't worry. If the government tries something, they probably will, but it's going to fail. And then they're going to lose more power. Does it matter? No. You'll still eat tomorrow. There's enough communities. We'll feed each other. We'll take care of each other. Whenever there's a disaster, the peoples come out of this stronger. We take care of each other, no matter what the government does. Yeah, the government, we're getting a little too free. The government needs to do something for us to give up more. They want us to give up more of our freedoms. I don't think that's going to happen again. There's enough people that'll cry foul, right? There was that incident, like maybe 2 years ago now, a year ago, where we shot down a plane and somebody found all the passports and stuff, and it kind of got shuffled away. It was another thing to kind of make, I think it was Russia. They were trying to make Russia look bad. And it failed. That's what will happen. Those things are failing. The government's losing its power. But we're here. We're good people. We'll survive. The earth will survive. We'll survive. Everything will be fine. Everything happens for a reason. Everything works out in balance. So there's no reason to be afraid. None. I'm not afraid. So hopefully you're not either. Hopefully this video helps. Keep rewatching it when things get scary. Everything happens for a reason. World War II happened for a reason. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated for a reason. Civil War is for a reason. Okay. No reason to be afraid. Just enjoy today. Just enjoy this lifetime. Just enjoy your loved ones. Don't be afraid. I hope this helps. I love you guys. Don't be afraid. Everything happens for a reason. This ascension, somebody here with me. This ascension is already happening. It's happened, I mean, just conscious and awake people like myself, like you. And if you're not, I might be scaring you with what I'm saying. But that's there for a reason too. You know, think about it. Right? So, alright people, this video is getting to be 9 minutes long. I think I'm done. I made my point. Don't be afraid. Alright? I love you guys. Okay. Oh.